You're such a nerd, Double Dragon 912.
Yep, and I'm proud to be a nerd. Video games are awesome! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. I'm DJ Unification, also known as Double Dragon 912, and today, I am doing, ladies and gentlemen, my top 10 favorite racing games of all time. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of great racing games and franchises out there, but today I'm doing my favorite 10. Like I said, in these top 10, appreciate y'all for watching, by the way. Leave y'all top 10s down in the comment section. As some people down in the comment section know, I do read them and I try to chat back with you guys. Appreciate you guys and girls. Without further ado, let's get into this. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 10 has to be, oh, now don't give up. You can try again. You'll do it next time. Ridge Racer. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, the PlayStation version that I have, I could, be totally wrong on this. He don't say that. He do sound like the arcade one I used to play. Hurry up, don't give up. Watch yourself, Just the announce on this game just makes this game so amazing. I remember playing this in the arcade over and over again, man. And didn't play it at the house though, but I just realized when I was doing this recording footage for you guys and girls, that the PlayStation 1 version, he really don't say, don't give up, you can try again, you can give it next time. The music just played, but that's just my little minor gripe. But other than that, man, Ridge Racer, awesome racing games. Bandai Namco pretty much using the PlayStation hardware. They pretty much Bandai, well actually it was Namco back then. Namco and PlayStation had a great business relationship. I think they used the same hardware and everything in their arcade games that they did in the PlayStation. But yeah, man, love Ridge Racer. Oh, well, don't give up. You can try again. You can get it next time. Let me be quiet. Anyways, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 10 has to be Ridge Racer.
Stop! Watch yourself!
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving this countdown along. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 9 has to be Rumble Racing. Wow, y'all probably never heard of this game. This is one of the funnest racing games I've ever played. Shout out to my second youngest brother. Me and him used to play this all the time. We went through the whole circuit together. I can't remember if we beat it or not. We just had fun playing it. While you racing, you can do flips, back flips, all kind of stuff you can do in this fun racing game. Fun. Let me stop. Stop singing, Double Dragon. You know you can't sing. Anyways, Rumble Racer is just a fun arcade racer. They don't make racing games like this no more, man. I don't know much about the game. I just remember playing it, and it had split screen co-op, and that what made it so fun, ladies. Split screen co-op. You don't see that too much now in racing games, but man, this is a great racing game to have. It's I just know. Only system I know it came out on was PS2. This is called Rumble Racing. If y'all can pick it up, it's just a fun. You want your fun, no fuss, no muss racing game. No muss. I destroyed that, but y'all know what I mean. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 9, it has to be Rumble Racing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving this countdown along. Moving this countdown along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at number 8 has to be Burnout Revenge. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I love the Burnout series. Shout out to my homie John. He put me on the Burnout series. I first played at his house. He had on Xbox 360 the Burnout 3 Takedown, I think. That was the first one I played. Then I ended up picking up Burnout Revenge, which is good within itself. Now, this is one of the fun races where you ain't got to think too much. You just ride, and literally, your job in this game is to blow people up and to wreck. That's the driver's dream. You ain't got to worry about no cares in the world. You can literally, this is an arcade race. You drive, and you literally, in different events, you can go bump into cars, you get points. Blow up your car, you get points. Run into stuff, you get points for being crazy. That was so tight about Burnout Revenge. That's why I did not like Burnout Paradise. Now, a lot of the folks were saying Burnout Paradise was good and all that. I got a chance to play it because it was on sale for PlayStation Network for like $5. I just picked it up for the crap of it. I shouldn't have picked it up, but I had to see what the fuss was about. Burnout Paradise, to me, they went away with what worked. What worked about Burnout was EA doing their thing. What made it so fun was it just arcade racing. Burnout Paradise tried to do too much. Why you want to race to different events? And they made it open world. They just got caught up in that open world phrase. Everything don't need to be open world. Just chill. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. That's why I didn't like Burnout Paradise. I ended up buying it and trying it out for myself. You can see things from if you're a gamer like myself and y'all that's watching this video, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know when you look at a game and I ain't gonna like that. But, I end up giving in to temptation. The game was on sale for maybe $5 at the most. I had to pick it up. It was a digital version. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy the physical version of that because I would have been mad. But anyways, we talking about Burnout Revenge. This game came out on PS2. I think it came out on OG Xbox. And I think it might have came out on GameCube. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. But you want you a fun, no fuss, I'm destroying that word. But y'all know what I'm saying. No fuss game where you don't have to think too much about anything. This is it. Burnout Revenge is where it's at. Loved it. I wish EA would bring Burnout back. You notice after Burnout Paradise, they haven't made any more Burnout games. I'm telling you, Burnout Paradise didn't sell as great as everybody think it did. Because a lot of people didn't like that. But yeah, let me shut up. Anyways, coming in at number 8 has to be Burnout Revenge. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I almost forgot about this bad racer boy. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 7 has to be Top Gear 2. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. They call it, now I heard, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, they call it Top Racer in Japan. That's what they calling it with the remaster they got out now. They got a remaster out now on PS4, and I think it's on all the platforms. For $20, I think it gives you Top Gear 1, Top Gear 2, but they call it Top Racer in Japan, so they going with that name instead of the American name that was Top Gear. They going with Top Racer. But anyways, I just had to give y'all a brief history on that. Y'all know I love my history. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. If I'm wrong about that, let me know now. Let me know. I don't mind being corrected. That's a sign of maturity when you can be corrected. But anyway, let's get into this. Top Gear 2, man. Me and my second youngest brother, we used to play this one all the time. It was split screen co-op. And that thing had some banging music on it too, ladies and gentlemen. I was shocked. I was like, man, that music kind of hidden. The music was good. And what was so tight about this game, you could customize your cars. You know, when you win, you get you a bigger engine. It's the same car, but you can get you a better running engine, get you better running tires, and it was pretty good. It was a Super Nintendo game, man. It was pretty good for a Super Nintendo game. I enjoyed it. Me and my brother had fun playing that game. But man, I went and tried to play it just then, man. I guess I'm rusty because the computer was straight smoking me, as y'all see in the background. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, all this gameplay footage y'all see on my top 10 videos, that's my gameplay footage. I play my games. I don't try to steal nobody else's footage. You know, somebody give me some footage, yeah, I use it and they give me permission, yeah. But other than that, I use my own footage, ladies and gentlemen. I try to be authentic with you guys and girls. So I want y'all to know that. But yeah, I went, as you see in the background while I'm playing, man, I was like, man, I done got rusty. The computer was straight smoking me. I'm about to go back and practice again and play that again. I'm probably gonna pick up that the remake, that not remake but remaster they did that's out there digitally. I don't think they made a physical version of it. I wish they made a physical version of it. Anyways, y'all enjoy that footage, and Top Gear 2, great, awesome arcade racer to have, ladies and gentlemen. You got a friend, pick up a friend, play it. It's even funner with 2-player co-op, and it's fun. And then another part that I forgot about Top Gear 2 was, you know, like when you get ready to use the nitro, it will burn rubber, eat my dust and stuff. It used to pop up there with a little cloud. You know how it pop up on the sound like the person in the car is really talking like that. They did a lot on the Super Nintendo, man. One of my favorite racing games of all time. That's why it makes top 10 on this list. But anyways, I don't be talking too much. I tend to do that when I like something. Anyways, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 7 has to be Top Gear 2, or as in Japan, or now, Top Racer 2. Moving right along. Moving right along.
Here we go now.
You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 6 has to be Horizon Chase Turbo. Wow, now this game, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much your classic old school racers, just personified. They took it and put a new coat of paint on it, and it made it into an awesome racing game. This game does 2-player co-op, 2-player split screen, and I think it can do 4-player split screen. I saw it on Radical Reggie and them channel. They was up there playing a 4-player split screen up there when it first came out. It's just fun, just a fun arcade racing. The guy that do, I think it's the independent developer. I think they made a second one out now. If I correct me if I'm wrong down there in the comment section, I think they made a new one, but it's Switch only. I don't know why a lot of these developers are doing that. They just make it on Switch only. Don't get me wrong, I got me a Switch, but I would rather have it on a, how can I say it, a more powerful console, you know, like PlayStation or Xbox or even PC. I don't know. Anyway, that's my little gripe on that. But if it stays, if that game stays Switch exclusive, I'll probably pick it up on Switch. You know, that's why I got the Switch for exclusives. But anyway, let's get into Horizon Chase Turbo. Man, love this game. This game's so fun. This thing got the where you can do the turbo. You can upgrade your cars, and now they got a DLC out there. It ain't too much. I think one of the famous racers, I can't remember his name. He is sponsoring this whole DLC. It's like a summer tour league, and you go race all around. The graphics look pretty good too. You race all around the world and the United States, and I love Horizon Chase Turbo. I'm glad I picked it up. I need to see if I can find a physical version of it, but you know, like I told y'all, the retail market and the retro market, it's out of control. So I don't know how much it's gonna cost because this is a good racing game. I picked it up when I first saw it on the PlayStation Network, as you see in the background. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at number 6 has to be Horizon Chase Turbo. Daytona is gonna rain. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at number 5 has to be, excuse me, Daytona USA. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this game I used to play back in the arcade a lot. I used to play it a whole lot because they had a place where I'm from at Diamond Gems Arcade. They used to have a lock-in. And you pay like your $5 and it stayed open like 2 or 3 extra hours. And the games would be on free play. So I used to go there all the time, play Daytona USA. I used to play the easy mode. I never did go to the expert tracks. I just stayed on the easy track. And for a while there, I had got pretty decent on it. But I did the gameplay footage you see in the background. That's me playing on the PS3. I picked it up on the PS3. I had to. It's Daytona USA. Arcade racers at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Daytona USA is one of the funnest racing games you ever play. It's simple now. It ain't got all those special mechanics to it, but it's just a simple racing game. It's fun. You know, ain't got maybe 1 or 2 different cars, and you know, gentlemen, start your engines. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Maximilian. I think it's one of his favorite racing games of all time. And now I think you still, the online mode might be still going on. At least on 360 it is. I don't know if it's on, probably online for PS3 too. I've been playing it. I don't remember doing the online mode, but I'm pretty sure them servers still up for the PS3 version. But yeah, man, pick this game up if you can. You know it came out on Sega Dreamcast, Sega Saturn for my retro gamers out there, and you know for the newer model gamers out there, it came out on PS3. I think it did come out on 360, so you can download it and play it. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a physical version of this because it's just fun arcade racing, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't nothing like sitting down at the arcade, sitting in that driver's seat, you know, it's a driver's seat, and having that steering wheel in your hand and playing you some Daytona USA. Can't go wrong with it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it makes number 5 on my list. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 5 has to be Daytona USA. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we down to the last 4, man. This thing been going along. I've been going along pretty quick, y'all. Yeah. Anyway, let me stop being silly. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 4 has to be Cruising, yeah, in the USA and the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a game I used to play a lot when I worked I worked at the movie theater. They had this just sitting up there when I got off of the movie theater. It was sitting out there. You know, they had all little arcades in the front of the movie theater. Miniature arcades, and it was either Cruising USA, but mainly I played USA first at the other arcade, but mainly Cruising the World I played a lot. I mean, when I used to get off work, I used to go there and just play it. And man, choose your car, and then you know, the world was real good because you know you went to Japan, and I remember when funnest thing about Cruising the World when you went to Japan, you had to drive on the left side of the road because you drive on the right side of the road. That's where traffic was coming. They made it very realistic, you know, because over there, left side of the road is right, you know, right is left, left is right with them. They're the exact opposite of us overseas, which is pretty tight, man. And that was so real to me, and all the different cars you can get, and it was like it's no fuss, no must. I'm probably saying that wrong, but y'all know what I mean. No fuss, no muss, or whatever. That's what I'm gonna say. That's a new word for y'all. Anyway, I'm being silly. Cruising the World and Cruising USA, great racing game to have. I have to correct myself, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that game never came out to consoles, but I was wrong. It did come out to Nintendo 64. I remember I told y'all, if I didn't tell y'all already, I didn't have an N64 growing up, so I didn't know about Cruising the World. During that time period, I had a PlayStation, mainly a PlayStation. I didn't have a Saturn. I didn't have none of that because I just now got a Saturn. Shout out to my homie Mike. He hooked me up with a Saturn a while back, and then shoot, I think I bought either he hooked me up with it or I bought the N64 from him too. So yeah, I got those 2 consoles well after the lifespan. Because when it came to N64, I always went over to my friend's house and we used to play the wrestling games together in GoldenEye. I never did have a 64. I didn't have no reason to get one because my friends had one. So I stuck with the PlayStation. That's a little brief history on Double Dragon 912. But Cruising the World and Cruising USA are great games. If you got an N64, see if you can play them, ladies and gentlemen. They great games to play. They still fun. The fun as I can remember them, ladies and gentlemen. Because y'all see me playing it on the gameplay footage right here. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I was like, man, I'm having great memories on this. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 4 has to be Cruising, yeah, in the USA, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we down to my last 3, ladies and gentlemen, and I can't wait to do this. This is one of my funnest games. This could have been number 1, but it was a hard list to make, but I had to put it at number 3. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 3 is Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this game right here, in PlayStation 1 version, I know they made it on other versions, but this was PlayStation 1 version. EA, man, back in the day, EA used to make some bangers, and this was no exception. Me and my second youngest brother, we used to play this one a lot together. It was split screen co-op, and our favorite stage on there, the race on there, was Hometown. We used to do the Hot Pursuit mode, and the old boy like, pull over your car now. you scratched a new paint job. You knew that was country. And then when you really would get going on the Hot Pursuit mode on the Hometown, if they didn't catch you for a while, the RoboCop would come get you. We used to call him RoboCop. He used to be in a Corvette. He sounds just like RoboCop. Pull over your car now. Stop. And then when you crash into him, they used to scream, oh, man, it was so realistic. One of the funnest racing games I've ever played in my life. Like I said, it could have easily got number 1, but 2 more. I thought about it, these 2 games that coming up before this. Y'all seen the next 2 numbers. They barely beat it out by inches. That's how great this game is, ladies and gentlemen. Man, so many great. The Need for Speed. I'm tripping. The Need for Speed franchise in itself was just off the chain. I kind of fell off after that PS3 one they did, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, when they remade it. After that, I had kind of fell off because they started doing that always online crap, and I get more into that with the next number though. But Need for Speed 3, ladies and gentlemen, good fun arcade racer. If you can find it out there, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. It's a fun game to play. I know, as y'all graphics say, like I say, it's not up to today's standards. I had to catch myself on that because I was talking about it the other day on my other video, my top 10 most disappointing games. I had to catch myself on that, but I don't like when people say that. I don't like it when I had to say it the other day. I just like to accept the game for what it is. I like the gameplay over the graphics. That's just me. But anyways, I'm getting to something else. Need for Speed 3, ladies and gentlemen, Hot Pursuit. Awesome game. If you can find it, check it out. I think they did a remastered version of, not that version of it, but of the newer version. Y'all check that out. It's pretty good too. It's not as good as that PS1 classic. So coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 3 has to be Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit.
2. Stop before you get hurt. Hey, listen and
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, down to the last two. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number 2 has to be Gran Turismo 2. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, most of the time, as you've seen on this list, I'm more of an arcade racer fan, but Gran Turismo 2 was so awesome for the license test. Me and my brother used to do the license test all the time. You got to race the license and try to get the license so you can race in these different races. That's why it was so fun. Then, you had 2 discs with this game. You had 1 disc for the simulation mode, which was, the real mode, like all you technical racers out there. This was for you. And then they had the other disc, the arcade mode, where you just pop it in and start racing. They had everything covered with Gran Turismo 2. That's why I think Gran Turismo 2, PlayStation, one of their biggest selling franchises, if not the biggest selling game in a franchise. Now, I was so harping on Gran Turismo 7. I said I wouldn't play it because they had always online. So when it gets, when they done with the disconnect those servers, you can't play it. Now, shout out to Mystic Ryan. He said in the video, because I subscribe to him. Keep up the good work, Mystic. He said in the video that after Gran Turismo Sport, they got through Gran Turismo Sport, they released a patch, and that patch allows you to still play offline. Because Gran Turismo Sport was like that; you couldn't play offline unless you had required always online connection. So he's saying that if Gran Turismo 7, he's saying that they do that too. They say after the game, they shut down the servers, they release a patch, and people can still play it online. I didn't know that. Now, if they do that. If Gran Turismo does do that, they real nice like that, where they release a patch where you can still play even though the servers are down, because these always online racing games, a lot of them I just stay away from them. If they do release a patch and allow you to still play the game even though the servers are not up, that's great. I'll start buying them. I'll get Gran Turismo 7, is that the case? But I have not confirmed that. This is what Mystic Ryan said. I'm going to have to get Gran Turismo Sport and see if it still works offline. I'm going to have to try that out and see what happens. But I just had to correct myself on that. Y'all know when I'm wrong, I like to admit I'm wrong. But Gran Turismo 2, ladies and gentlemen, as you see in the background, I'm probably failing a lot in the doggone license test. Because I ain't playing this so long. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But what was so tight about Gran Turismo 2, not only all the different cars, was the music. Oh my God. Y'all know I'm a huge jazz fan. That music is a jazz man's paradise. East City, West City, all of them had tight tunes. And then I looked on YouTube. I didn't know they had a vocal version of East City. Are you from the East? Oh, girl, be singing her heart out. Boy, I wish I could let y'all hear it, but I can't, YouTube copyright strike and everything. But man, copyright claims they be putting out on folks. But yeah, man, the music, the cars, just fun, clean racing. That what made Gran Turismo 2 so great, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did you have the realism of it, the simulation part, because it had the simulation disc, you also have your arcade racing. You can take your pick. Pop in the arcade disc. You ain't got to worry about customizing no cars. Just pop it in to play. That was so tight about it. Then you can also pop in the simulation disc. You want to take the license test and go through really building up your career as a car driver. It's real tight, man. That would make Gran Turismo 2 so awesome. Loved it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you probably hearing different music in the background because I can't play that Gran Turismo 2 music. They had a lot of copyrighted music in they, when you raced. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest racing games of all time, if not the greatest racing game of all time, one of, I can't give it the greatest. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 2 has to be Gran Turismo 2. Moving right along. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we wind this thing down. We're down to my number one. Now, my number one favorite racing game of all time is Super Mario Kart. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the first Super Mario Kart that came out on Super Nintendo, me and my brothers, we got countless of memories on this game. Love to play it. Favorite stage, I ain't got it playing on this one because I had to unlock it and I had to make this gameplay footage for you guys and girls. Rainbow Road. You can only unlock the Rainbow Road by going through the races and winning number one. You can unlock it. That's the 150 class. They had different classes on here. 50 class, 100 class, and 150 class. 150 class was expert. And me and my brothers, we used to get to 150 class because we had pretty much mastered the game. And my favorite racer on there was always Yoshi. Yoshi, my boy. He been my boy ever since Super Mario World. Yoshi, that's my homie. My brother used to always play with the princess, you know. And we used to team up and try to go through the game and beat the game together. And then what was tight also was the battle mode on there. Y'all know what I'm talking about with the three spinning balls going around you while you play. I ain't got no footage of that on there, but yeah, man. Super Mario Kart is still my favorite, ladies and gentlemen. I got a chance to play Super Mario Kart 64, which was fun, off the chain. I also got a chance to play a Mario Kart that was in the arcade. I went to Dave and Buster one time. They had a Super Mario Kart in the arcade. Ain't no Nintendo still made arcade games like that. That's pretty tight. And man, that's another reason why I bought the Switch, to get the Super Mario Kart 8, which I need to pick it up. I never did get a chance to pick it up yet. I need to pick that up because I saw somebody play it and it looks great. It looks great. That's one of many franchises that Nintendo has. The Super Mario Karts, off the chain, ladies and gentlemen. I always liked the OG one, the very first one. You had Yoshi, Mario, Luigi, Princess, Donkey Kong Jr. actually that was on there. Koopa Troopa, Toad, and Bowser. All of them had a unique special moves. What made me mad though was as you played with them, you couldn't do their unique special moves. You had a little ball that go on, you know, get items. You get a red seal, green seal, yellow banana. I used to always slip that yellow banana behind me when they be all up on me and make somebody slip up. But yeah, man, then some of the tracks used to get harder and harder, and the more higher class you got, the harder the tracks was. Man, the tracks used to get hard, and whoo, used to make you want to sometimes throw a control. But it took time. If you take your time and learn the game, you can master it, man, because it's just a fun race game. It was always split screen co-op. And even when you played one player, it still had a second screen down there. You could see what people were doing. They made sure, I get Nintendo that, they kept co-op alive. They made sure Super Mario Kart was always co-op. And then, you know, when you get to your Super Mario Kart 64, that's when they started doing 4-player co-op. Nintendo keep that co-op alive. Shout out to you, Nintendo, keeping that co-op alive. Appreciate you. Now, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Super Mario Kart, countless of mirrors on Super Mario Kart. I had to go get me a physical copy of that. I held on to that bad boy. That's a good game, man. If you haven't played Super Mario Kart, please play it. I don't even know if Nintendo Switch got it on their online server. They need to put it up there if it ain't on there. They need to put Super Mario Kart on their little online server that they have. That would be a great addition to have. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for my top 10 favorite racing games of all time. Leave comments below, ladies and gentlemen, your top 10 favorite racing games of all time. I would really like to know. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos like this on the way. Double Dragon 912 signing out. Peace out.